Let's bring in Joe Concha for this one. And Joe, Alexandria laid it out very well. It's not, President Biden isn't just battling age or the economy. He's also battling the progressive wing of his own party, who feels like he hasn't gone far enough on some issues. So what does he do here?
That's the thing, right? He doesn't have progressives anymore, Carly, and he's lost moderates because he's shown not to be that either, but not progressive enough for progressives. And then obviously the right never supported him, never will. So look, when you have an approval rating at 33% nationally, this president is getting dangerously close to resembling the numbers of Richard Nixon right before he resigned. It's easily the lowest of any first-term president from Truman to Trump. And when 2/3 of your own party is begging you not to seek a second act in running for re-election, that shows that you really do have no base. And when you break down those numbers by age, Carly, Todd, 94% of voters under 30 years old don't want to see him run for re-election. He was overwhelmingly supported by young voters in 2020. So just like in sports, one would think that a team with such a horrible losing record would start firing some people, make some changes, show that you care. And instead, we still see the same chief of staff in Ron Klain, the same transportation secretary in Pete Buttigieg, the same director of Homeland Security in Alejandro Mayorkas, same energy secretary in Jennifer Granholm. And if this president was truly in charge, at least one or two of those folks will be gone given their performances, right? So now the Democrats are stuck between a rock and, another rock. Kamala Harris is not remotely a good alternative. Gavin Newsom, give me California everywhere. No thanks. Bernie Sanders, sure, let's have another leader in this country in his or her 80s. So I don't see where they go from here, especially after the midterms where the Democratic Party is really going to be upset because they'll lose power after having it for 2 years and essentially getting nothing done that the progressive wing wanted to get done, Todd.
Okay, Joe, you mentioned the personnel changes. That's the job of General Manager Joe Biden. But the job of Coach Joe Biden is to make in-game adjustments when things aren't working. That is what I would call policy adjustments. But, Joe, as you know, they are just sticking with the same policies that Republicans have always hated. Now Democrats hate them, too. Why? Why not change course to try to salvage something in the midterms?
You see, Pyro, I knew you'd latch on to my sports analogy and then expand it to a perfect conversation for this morning. Yeah, look, if Coach Joe Biden was smart, he would look at another coach who was very successful back in the 90s, despite some personal problems off the field, and that was Bill Clinton, of course, right? Because he saw the writing on the wall after he got shellacked in the midterms, lost something like 54 seats, and he said, okay, I have to work with the other side in Newt Gingrich and Republicans. And he passed this thing called a balanced budget amendment and welfare reform and said the era of big government was over, and he won re-election quite easily in 1996 before the whole Monica thing happened in his second term. So, yeah, if Biden can pivot back to the middle and get some little things done, little victories, that may show people, hey, maybe this guy really is the moderate that we elected. But he ain't going to do that because perhaps, maybe, he's just not in charge, guys.
Yeah, and Fox News also released their power rankings yesterday. They say that Republicans are going to win the House by at least 7 seats. Senate still somewhat up for grabs, although Republicans are possibly more likely to win that branch of the government as well. Joe, got to leave it there. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
All right. See you Wednesday. Bye.